Lead me to a place of rest. Lead me to a place of peace. Lead me to a place of quiet.
John chapter 10 verse 10, Jesus says, "The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But I've come that you might have life and have it abundantly." Now, interestingly, Jesus was talking to people who were alive, and he said to them, "I have come to give you life." Sometimes when we read scriptures, it's good to just, think about the people who heard these words, because the truth is, the Bible was written for you, but it wasn't written to you. I mean, the people who were the immediate audience of these words when they were spoken, sometimes we need to think like them and put ourselves in the position that they were in, so that we can see the weight and the gravity. The Bible is the only book that hangs its entire credibility on its ability to write history in advance without error. Now, while it is relevant for all generations, we understand that there was an immediate generation or an immediate audience that received these words. And so Jesus says, "I have come to give life, that you would have it in abundance." And he said it to people who were alive. Of course, you had to be alive to be able to hear Jesus say these words. Yes, so he said this to people who were alive, and he's saying to them, "I've come that you might have life." Now the question is, what kind of life were they living, and what kind of life is he giving? That's how a lot of us are today. We hear what Jesus is offering, and then we look at the version that we have, and we seem to be more comfortable with what we have. I remember how Jesus said to the disciples that I'm going to my Father, and when I go, I will send you a comforter. I remember how Jesus said to his disciples, I go to my Father, and as I go to my Father will send you a comforter. The disciples were sad because they were used to a version of Jesus, which is Jesus with us, and the idea of God being in them was so strange to them that they were sad that they were losing out on something that they thought was the best version of what they could have. And today, many of us are going about our lives thinking that what we have is the best, thinking that what we have, that we're used to, is good enough for us. And Jesus is saying, "I've come that you might have life." I know you are alive, I know you're living a life, but Jesus says, "Look, I'm offering you something better." Yes, it's called life, but it's a superior version and quality to what you already know. Jesus was talking about a kind of life different in quality than the life that they were currently living. A kind of life that was superior in quality than the life that they currently possess. Friends, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Now this sounds like our story from Adam. Every king, every judge, every prophet, no one could put man together again. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Well, until Humpty Dumpty met Jesus Christ. Friends, the truth is this: in the life that he came to give us, the life that he's come to give to us, he's asking us to receive. And he says, "Look, I want you to have this life, and I want you to have it abundantly." Now, interestingly, it tells us that the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Now, whether he's doing it emotionally, spiritually, mentally, professionally, however form and dimension the works of the enemy takes, God has one answer for all the works of the enemy. I have come that you might have. I have come that you might have life. Friends, the only barrier to the truth is the presumption that you already have it. Humble yourself. Open yourself up to the truth of this life that Jesus comes to give. Do you really have life? Are the things around you dying? Is the enemy stealing from you, killing things around you, and destroying your life ultimately? Jesus says, I have come that you might have life. You're no longer Humpty Dumpty, who no one could put together. There's someone who can put all the pieces of your life together. His name is Jesus Christ. Have a blessed day, friends.
Jesus, I